Okay, I have been dying to hear all about your vacation, so you had better tell me all the juicy details. I want to know what you did, where you did it, when you did it, and most importantly of all, did he finally propose to you? Hurry up and text me back. I'm dying over here. Well, wait no more. Yes, he proposed, and I can't wait to show you my ring. It's positively gorgeous. We went out to dinner at the fantastic restaurant. They had some of the best Italian food I'd ever eaten. Then we took a little walk through the park, went back to our hotel room, and when I got out of the bathroom, there he was, down on one knee. Oh my God! That is like the most romantic thing I've ever heard. He proposed to you during a vacation he took you on for the 5th anniversary of your first date. Not only that, he took you to a super nice hotel. I'm so jealous of you, Ashley. I would kill to have a man propose to me like that. Rihanna, I can't even begin to describe how incredible the whole day was. It was the happiest day of my life. I don't know how I'll ever be able to top this. I guess that boyfriend, fiance of yours is gonna have his work cut out for him then if he wants to keep you happy. All right, next order of business. Tell me about the ring. How big is it? Where did he buy it from? Was it something simple, like from Tiffany's or maybe Cartier? Oh, did he maybe go for a Harry Winston ring? I've been looking through their catalog lately. They have some incredible new models this season. Whoa, slow down there, Rihanna. Harry Winston, that's a bit too much for normal people like us. He just got me something simple from a local jewelry store. I don't even know what the name of the brand is. Aw, really? Oh, what a letdown. I mean, this is your engagement ring we're talking about. He's asking you to be his for the rest of your life, and he didn't even get you a decent engagement ring? Well, it may not be from some fancy brand, but I think it's absolutely perfect. Justin picked out the design himself and even had a few special customizations done to it. He's been meeting with the jeweler for a few months now to talk about the ring, picking out the model for the band, the size of the stones, all that stuff. I'm so happy to receive something that he put so much work into. It really means so much to me. Wait, are you joking right now? Back up for a second. Did you say that Justin designed the ring? Like, by himself? In other words, he gave you a ring designed by an amateur? And he didn't even hire a consultant from a half-decent firm to help him make a half-decent design? Oh my God, Ashley. How can you be happy to get a piece of junk like that? I wouldn't really call it a piece of junk. It's my engagement ring. Good grief. I had no idea your boyfriend had such awful taste. What a complete loser. Like, seriously, what's his problem? Where did you find that guy anyway? What kind of idiot thinks it's a good idea to give the woman he wants to marry some kind of homemade piece of trash excuse for an engagement ring? Rihanna, hey, now that's going way too far. You can't talk about my fiancé like that. You have no idea how hard he worked for this. Not just on the design, he saved up money for a long time to be able to buy this for me. Listen, Ashley, it's clear you don't know, so let me explain to you how this is supposed to work. The rule for engagement rings is very, very simple. When you propose, you give the girl a ring that's worth 3 months of your salary at least. Anything less is just insulting. Frankly, I would turn any man down who spent less than 3 years worth of his salary on my wedding ring. 3 years? Are you serious? Yeah, that's what men are supposed to do when they propose. They have to show her how committed they are to supporting her. I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with this guy, right? He can do a measly 3 years of work for me in return. And if he can't, what good is he? Why even keep him around? Honestly, Ashley, hearing what you just said about your ring makes me really, really concerned about your future with Justin. I just don't think he cares enough about you. Wait, you turned him down, didn't you? Oh God, don't tell me you actually said yes. No, of course I said yes. What else was I gonna say? The way he looked at me when he said the words, Ashley, will you marry me? I just can't get the image out of my head. I could tell by the look in his eyes how much he cared about me. No, Ashley, what were you thinking? You must be out of your mind. You actually said yes? What am I gonna do with you, sweetie? Any man who would slap some metal and rocks together and call it a day would never deserve you. If he really cared for you, he would have bought you a decent ring. You have to call him up right now and tell him you changed your mind. If you actually go through with marrying him, your life will be over. You'll be stuck with him. There's no one on earth I'd rather be stuck with than Justin. He's wonderful. We might have some difficulties ahead of us in our future, but I'm sure that if we just stay together, we'll be able to get through anything. Girly. Did you have a little too much to drink on the airplane? Are you listening to yourself right now? I'm your best friend, Ashley. There's no one in the world who knows you as well as I do. And as your best friend, I am telling you that you're never gonna be happy if you get married to that broke loser Justin. Like, what is his job anyway? Is he just some average middle manager type? Well, I guess you could say that's true right now, but he has big plans for the future. Oh, I have no doubt. He has a super big dream of hitting it big after working his way up the corporate ladder. But that's all it's ever gonna be, Ashley, a dream that never comes true. If he doesn't even have the ambition to buy you a respectable engagement ring, there's no way he has the kind of ambition he'll need to have in order to work his way up through the ranks. Tell you what, baby girl, I've got some good connections. I can hook you up with a handsome guy making 10 times as much as your broke loser boyfriend does. You can marry him and live like a princess. So go right now, call your boyfriend, tell him you changed your mind, throw his plastic ring into the trash, and come by my house, okay? I'm not going to tell you again, Rihanna. Do not talk about my fiancé like that. What is it with you and money? I'm not getting married to his bank account. I'm getting married to him as a man. I love Justin, and I will always love Justin. Even if he went completely bankrupt tomorrow, I would still marry him. So please, Rihanna, I don't want to damage our friendship. Please don't talk about Justin like that anymore, okay? I don't believe you, Ashley. You're gonna ignore the earnest advice of your best friend? You're gonna choose a broke loser guy over me? All I'm telling you is the truth. It's not my fault that reality is painful for you. You've got some nerve to brush me off like this after all we've been through together. Look, Rihanna, I understand getting married is a very big moment, and you're naturally concerned about whether or not I'm making the right choice. But I'm telling you, I know that I made the right choice. I know that Justin is the right man for me. You need to respect my choice, Rihanna. If you keep talking about my fiancé like that, then I don't think this friendship is going to work out anymore. You have got to be kidding me. You're really going to go through with marrying that scumbag? If that's what you want, then fine. Go ahead. Do whatever you want. Throw your life away. I don't care anymore. Enjoy your life in subsidized housing with your precious little Justin, Ashley. Goodbye. Rihanna, where are you right now? I asked the venue staff and they said that you hadn't arrived yet. The wedding's gonna start really soon. Are you stuck in traffic? If you need just a few more minutes, I can probably delay the start of the ceremony a little bit. Huh? Oh, your wedding. Right. Sorry, I kinda overslept today and never had a chance to shoot you a message. You overslept? Well, I guess that's not so much of a surprise considering it's you. All right, well, if you're just getting up now, then you're probably not going to be here in time for the wedding then. Well, I'll go and talk to the coordinator about whether or not we can delay the service for just a little bit. Maybe we can have them change around the order of events to make sure you don't miss any of the important parts. Don't worry, though. We're not mad at you or anything. We're really excited for you to come. Yeah, nah, that's cool. You don't have to wait up for me. I'm not coming. So, you can give my food to someone else, or you can just take it home in a doggy bag to save money. Rihanna, what are you saying? What's going on? Wasn't I clear? It's just like I said, I am not coming to your wedding. I have no interest in seeing you two tie the knot. Got it? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go back to bed now. Rihanna, wait! I don't understand. You're not gonna come to my wedding? But, Rihanna, you're my best friend. You were supposed to give one of the speeches at the reception. Why aren't you coming? You owe me an explanation for this, Rihanna. Speech? Oh, yeah. Now that I think about it, you did ask me to do that, didn't you? Well, you're gonna have to find someone else to do it because I don't have a speech prepared and I'm not even your best friend anymore. So, yeah, get one of your other friends to do it. I'll pass. What do you mean we're not best friends anymore? We've been together since we were in elementary school. We went to the same middle and high school, too. Even after we went to college and graduated, we still see each other all the time. I always thought we were going to be best friends forever. Yeah, well, you thought wrong. I don't ever want to be your friend again. I'm kind of embarrassed I was ever your friend to begin with. I guess I just grew tired of hanging around with a poor girl like you. What? Don't get me wrong, I am sad about losing you, Ashley. Most people get kind of overwhelmed when they figure out how rich my parents are and stop hanging out with me, but you were never bothered by it. Like, for real, you're just about the only real friend I ever had. I don't know, all the other girls in our class always felt like they were from another universe, but you and I always seemed to get along for some reason. But if that's true, then why aren't you coming to my wedding? Why don't you want to be my friend anymore? I felt the same way as you did. You and I always had a certain special sort of connection. I didn't care that your family was rich. Actually, I always thought it was fascinating to see the differences in lifestyle, values, and all that stuff between your family and mine. You're the best friend I've ever had, Rihanna. Uh-huh, is that right? Well, then maybe you should have listened to my advice and broken up with that broke loser Justin. The fact that we're not friends anymore is 100% your fault. It's my fault. Not only did I do you the favor of warning you of what a terrible choice you were about to make, I even offered to help you find a real man who would be able to support you like you deserve. But you ignored all my pleas and went forward with your death wish of a marriage. Is that why you're canceling on me last minute? It's just because you don't think Justin is good enough for me? Who I marry is my choice, Rihanna, not yours. I thought you would respect that. How could I respect something that's not respectable? Besides, you know me better than anyone else. You should have seen this coming from a mile away. I never thought you'd do something like this, though. And, I mean, isn't this the guy that basically gave you a plastic ring from a Cracker Jack box? If he has that poor taste in jewelry, then how could he possibly plan a wedding that's worth my time? I'm not interested in going to some simple wedding full of middle-class people. It's beneath me. So like I said, I'm not coming today, and don't wait up for me. Wow. I guess you really don't like Justin, do you? Let me ask you a question, though. What if Justin wasn't a broke loser, like you say he is? What if he was rich as your family? Then would you come to my wedding? Yeah, sure. If he's rich enough to throw a wedding that would look good on my Instagram feed, then sure I'd go. I might have to rethink my opinion of you, too. I'd even consider allowing you to stay my friend. I see. It really is too bad, though, Ashley. I thought better of you than this. Even after being my friend for all of these years, you were so willing to throw it all away, all over some deadbeat guy. I can't believe you had such poor taste in men. I also have my status to consider, you know. If I were seen giving a speech at a wedding like yours, I'd be a laughingstock. All the other people in our gated community would see me as the girl who could only make friends with, well, someone like you. I thought better of you too, Rihanna. I never thought this is how our long friendship would end. But you can have it your way. We're not friends anymore. You don't have to tell me twice. I don't want to spend any more time with a tasteless, classless girl like you. I bet you were looking forward to receiving a good gift from me to pay for the wedding, but you'll just have to take out a loan or something because I'm not coming. That's fine by me. We don't want you or need you to come. Yeah, right. One of these days, you'll come to regret throwing away our friendship because you decided to marry some broke loser. You want to talk about regret? I think you're going to regret not coming to my wedding very, very soon. I also think you're going to regret calling Justin a broke loser, too. It's not a very good idea to insult one of your dad's company's biggest clients. Huh? Goodbye, Rihanna. The wedding's about to start. I'm going to have the happiest day of my life, with or without you. Actually, you know what? I think it'll be a much more pleasant day without a stuck-up jerk like you around. Hold on, just 1 second, Ashley. Insult one of your dad's clients? Just what is that supposed to mean? Does Justin have some kind of relationship with my dad's company? No time to talk, Rihanna. I gotta go. The wedding is starting. I don't have the time to be chatting with someone who isn't even my friend anymore. Goodbye. Ashley, are you there? Look, I'm on my way to the wedding right now, okay? So keep my seat open, got it? Oh, and I also went by the bank. I'm gonna give you guys a huge present for your wedding. It's gonna blow you away. So please, please let me inside. I was just about to change my dress for the reception. What do you want now? I thought you weren't interested in coming. I take everything back, all of it. I really want to go to your wedding. I'm more excited than I've ever been in my whole life. I have to come to your wedding. Literally. My mom and dad are super mad at me. If I don't go to your wedding, who knows what they're going to do to me? Wow, your parents got that mad at you? I've never seen them upset before. They've always been some of the calmest, kindest people I've ever met. They didn't even get mad at me when I accidentally poked a hole in your sofa back when I was 10. Yeah, well, if you saw the look they gave me, you'd know exactly why I'm so terrified right now. Dad went out of his way to do a video call just to make sure I got the point. First, he texted me and asked why I wasn't there. I told him that I had canceled on you, and that it's because you ignored my warnings and got married to a broke loser. And then he immediately did a video call, and he looked like fire was about to shoot out of his eyes. He told me that if I didn't get over there right now, he'd come straight back home, hog-tie me, and drag me there himself. He threatened to hog-tie you? Wait, he knows how to do that? Seriously, though, I can't imagine your dad being angry enough to bring out a threat like that. Yeah, I couldn't believe it either, but he was dead serious. I've never seen him get this mad before. Neither him nor my mom have ever gotten angry at me for anything I've ever done. Well, it was the wedding of the son of one of their biggest clients. Canceling on something like that at the last minute? That's a big no-no in the business world. Plus, your reason for flaking out was, well, in a word, ridiculous. I guess it's hard to see how your dad wouldn't get angry in that situation. I never knew that Justin really did have a major connection to my dad's company. Plus, apparently my mom and his mom have been friends since they were in grade school. So I have to deal with a lecture from both my dad and my mom now. Oh, this is the worst. Wow, really? I never knew that. So Justin's mom knew your mom? Oh, crazy. What a small world. And you've been hiding things from me too, haven't you? You told me Justin was just some ordinary middle manager type. You never told me who he really was, or more importantly, who his dad really was. How could you keep all that information from me? You lied to me. Lie? Oh, that's nonsense. I never lied to you. I told you he's an ordinary middle manager type now, because he is an ordinary middle manager type now. That wasn't a lie. As for him being the son of your dad's client, you never asked, so I never had any reason to bring it up. Don't you think you could have at least mentioned that? Seems like a pretty important detail for me to know. Well, if you're really interested in knowing about him, I can tell you more right now. Justin actually comes from a family similar to yours, with his dad running a major company. That was always kind of a sore point for Justin, though. He didn't want to simply be handed the reins to his dad's company without proving himself first. He wanted to prove to his dad and the world that he was a perfectly capable businessman in his own right. So he did just that. He went to school normally and started life on his own normally without ever throwing his family name or his dad's company name around. That's part of the reason I never talked to you about his family. I wanted to respect his wishes. That doesn't make any sense at all. He didn't want to take advantage of his family's wealth and influence? What is he, some kind of moron? I've been sailing through life on easy mode by taking advantage of my parents. Yeah, Justin and you have very different personalities, I know. Not even most of Justin's best guy friends know the truth about who his parents are. He actually sort of fibbed in his interview for the company he works for right now. They recognized his last name and asked him if his parents were who they thought they were, but all he said was, "It's a pretty common last name, isn't it?" So he climbed through the ranks at the company like any other person would. He finally did what he sought out to do. He proved that he could make it on his own. And, well, he's actually going to make this announcement later on tonight, but pretty soon he's going to officially take over running the company for his dad. What? You mean he's going to be running the company his dad runs? The one that's a major client of my dad's company? But that means that Justin is going to be my dad's client soon. Yep. And you called him a broke loser. Canceled on his wedding at the last second and flaked out on giving a speech at the reception. He's very displeased with you, Rihanna. He actually told me I should be glad you did me the favor of ending our friendship for me. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. Very bad. If my dad loses a major client because of me, and that causes financial damage to his company, then he's going to be very, very, very unhappy with me. Yeah, I'll bet. Not that it's any of my concern anymore. What? You said it yourself, Rihanna. Our friendship is over. Isn't that right? Well, Goodbye then. I've got to finish getting changed so I can go back to the reception. And just for the record, we don't have a seat for you, and even if you show up, the security guards have been given strict orders not to allow you in. So don't waste your time coming down here. This is all your fault, Ashley. Thanks to you, my parents are kicking me out of the house. What am I supposed to do now, huh? How am I supposed to live from now on? What? They kicked you out of the house? Oh, yikes. Wow, your parents must have been even angrier at you than I thought. It's all because you wouldn't let me into your wedding. I texted you over and over, again and again, but you never even read my messages. And when I tried to sneak in through the back door, the security guards stopped me and threw me back out. And when I tried to shake them off and force my way in, they called the police on me. Good grief, I had no idea you were making that much mischief. I was so busy talking to people at the reception, I didn't even have time to look at my phone. They took me to the police station and wouldn't let me go until my parents came to pick me up. They told me they were ashamed to be my parents, that I had humiliated our family at a public event, and once we got back to the house, they told me right away that they were kicking me out. All they let me take with me was one single bag of clothes and other essentials. They even confiscated my dad's credit card. Uh-oh. You did all your shopping with your credit card. What are you going to do without them? Thinking back, I don't believe I've ever seen you pay with cash for anything as long as I've known you. I don't even know what a dollar bill looks like. I've never had to use cash for anything before. Whenever I wanted to buy something, all I had to do was whip out my dad's credit card. The card was the only thing I'd ever put in my wallet. Yeah, without it, you're kind of up a creek without a paddle. And now that's gone, huh? Well, what are you going to do now, Rihanna? Any plans? Plans? You think I have a plan? I've never even had to plan anything before, much less my entire lifestyle. All I have with me is $10,000 in cash that they gave me when they kicked me out. They were very clear that they're never going to give me any financial help ever again. The last thing Dad said to me was, I have no need for a daughter who's willing to destroy my company over her overinflated ego. Then a few minutes later, my mom texted me saying to never come home again and that they were blocking my number. Holy moly, they were really angry, huh? Ashley, I'm begging you, let me stay with you at your place. Seriously? There's no one else I can turn to. I don't have any other friends, you know that. The only people I know are my dad's business associates, and I know for a fact that my dad's gonna make sure they don't help me out at all. So you're my only help, Ashley. Please, you have to help me out. I have to? Why is that? We're not friends anymore. Please, I'm desperate. All I need is a place to stay until my dad forgives me. Well, okay, that'll take a while. So how about just a week? I'll apologize to Justin for what I said. I won't be a burden on you guys at all. You don't even have to put out a mattress for me. I can sleep on the floor. So please, can I stay with you just for a little while?
Even in the incredibly unlikely event that Ashley does forgive you, you'll receive no such mercy from me. I would never allow someone who has spoken as ill of me as you have to live under the same roof as my family.
Huh? Ashley, is that you?
No, it's not. I don't suppose we've met before. This is Justin, Ashley's husband. I've heard a lot about you from Ashley over the years. It seems like the two of you were quite good friends from the time you were both young. That all came to an abrupt end yesterday, though, I'm informed.
Hi, Justin. Look, I am really, really sorry. I can't believe how foolish I was, talking so nastily about someone I'd never met. I said some really, really terrible things about you, and I really regret all of it. Like, calling you a broke loser and stuff.
I understand you were quite displeased with the ring that I designed for Ashley as well. And you also tried your hardest to convince her to refuse my marriage proposal, is that right?
Well, yeah.
I see. Well, I suppose we each have our own tastes and preferences. We don't have to all like the same things, and the same thing goes for people. So you're free to feel however you want about me, my family, and the engagement ring I gave my wife.
Does that mean you forgive me?
Not on your life, really. I can't believe you have the gall to even ask for forgiveness from me after what you did.
But
You hurt Ashley, the woman I love and will spend the rest of my life with, in the worst way possible. You betrayed her trust. Ashley has been looking forward to her wedding day since the day I proposed to her. She was so excited about sharing the celebration of our love with her family and friends. She wanted you to be one of the stars of the show that day. You, her best friend in the world. And what did you do? You canceled on her at the last minute. How could I ever forgive you for that? You crushed the priceless bonds of friendship that the two of you have built up all these years. And for that, I will never allow you to speak to my wife again.
Hey, who do you think you are? You have no right to come between Ashley and me. This doesn't concern you. I'm sure that Ashley will forgive me. We'll go back to the way things were before.
After everything you did, you tried to get her to break up with me.
But she didn't, right?
In spite of your efforts, yes. But to your point, don't count on Ashley forgiving you anytime soon.
What?
It looks like your demand to let you live with us was the straw that broke the camel's back. She was about to block your number when I came along. If I hadn't taken her phone when I did, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
She was going to block me? That's awful. How could she do that to me?
It's only a temporary reprieve. I just wanted to give you one final message before she blocks you. I'll be taking over my father's company soon, and I wanted to make sure you know that I have a firm rule to not mix personal matters with business matters. My company's dealings with your father's company won't be affected by your actions yesterday. I'll be telling the same thing to your father personally as well.
Really? Then if my dad's company is going to be fine, he might let me move back in.
I can't say anything to that point. You'll have to ask your father. I'm giving Ashley back her phone now. I imagine that she'll block you as soon as I do. So wherever your path in life takes you from now on, I hope you'll remember well the lesson you learned today about loyalty and friendship.
Just like Justin said, I blocked Rihanna's number immediately. I went around and told all our mutual friends that we were no longer on speaking terms, as well as the events that led up to that. I doubt any of them will have much to do with her from now on. From what I hear, Rihanna rushed back home right after that and told her dad that since his company was going to be fine, he had no reason to kick her out anymore. She said that she regretted deeply everything that she had done and that she'd never do anything of the sort again. However, her father responded by telling her that she was banned from the premises, and if she ever came back, she'd be arrested for trespassing. After that, the intercom went silent, and it was all over. Rihanna was sure that her dad would forgive her, so that was a huge shock. She just collapsed right there on the spot and started crying her eyes out. Now, her parents were generous enough to give her $10,000 to get her new life started, but Rihanna had never had a job before, so working for a living was yet another massive shock to her system. The last I heard, she was working part-time at a supermarket. Long gone are her days of Tiffany's jewelry and Gucci purses. She'll have to get used to blue jeans and t-shirts from